Well, it's not just the ferrous space and the metals pack that's going to be seeing a good set of numbers. The base metals as well, albeit not as good as the steel companies, but even the base metal companies will be seeing good growth. Hindalco, of course, case in point, the aluminum and copper maker as well, is expected to see quite a good growth, especially on the top line front. And ET in our poll puts the Q4 top line for the India business at 12,830 crores. This could be a jump of 28%. But on the margin picture, I would like to tell our viewers that we could see a bit of constraint on the margins. The reason being that Hindalco has actually hedged the aluminum prices at roughly about $1,780 per ton. Now, of course, as we know, aluminum prices have surged and how to beyond $2,000 per ton. So this time around, the hedging strategy may not really work in favor of Hindalco. So because of that, the margins may be a bit constricted on at least the aluminum business front. But otherwise, volumes are expected to improve to around 325,000 tons for the aluminum business. For copper, we are still seeing some maintenance shutdowns, etc. So that is something that could curtail margins over there yet again. So the copper business will sort of lag behind. But yeah, I think the exciting part for Hindalco is also on the international business. Novelis, as we know, has already done extremely well. The management has already guided that for the next year, for the forthcoming quarters, the margin as well that will be delivered by Novelis will be on the upper end of the guidance band that has been delivered. Further, there's also, of course, now that cash repatriation policy, which indeed instills confidence that Novelis is definitely doing very well. Then we also have the Aleris integration. So once again, the quarters may not be exactly comparable on a year-on-year basis, but Aleris as well is expected to do pretty well in terms of the numbers. That, of course, we will know in the forthcoming quarters. So yeah, for Hindalco, you may not exactly see the surge in LME trickling down all the way through in the overall numbers, but yeah, 28% growth on the top line, and on the EBITDA margin front, we are seeing an increase of around 7.5% at 1,695 crore rupees. So the margins are seeing dipping a little because of that at 13.2% versus 15.7%. So this is something that will happen. Remember that the volumes, 58% of the LME volumes have been hedged at around $1,700 per ton. And most of the performance now will be seen coming in from Novelis, coming in from Aleris. The copper business as well has been a little bit slow because of the volumes problem. But, we are expecting better TCRC margins, which will in turn aid profitability for the copper business as well, even though volumes may not contribute much.